Уважаемые поклонники смешанных боевых единоборств, представляем вашему вниманию трехраундовый поединок в тяжелом весе. В синий угол приглашается боец из города Краснодар. Приветствуйте, Максим Колосов!
You're watching MMA Series 17 Blacksmith live from Anapa in Krasnodar, Russia. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and seen around the world on the Clash TV app. I'm unanimous 16 Butlin, and this is the first of our 3 super fights here this evening. Making his way down to the cage you see in front of you, Maxim Kolosov. It's a huge heavyweight contest we have here. Kolosov with a record of 8 wins, 2 defeats and 1 draw. 4 of those wins coming from big KO and TKO with a combination of head kicks and punches. I love to see big heavyweights who can land kicks to the head and finish fights. 3 decision wins, and the last time we saw him was MMA Series 7 for our regular viewers. We beat Dennis Azuta back on that fight show. And here he makes his way into the blue corner.
Красный угол приглашается боец из Республики Дагестан. Приветствуйте, Даудгadzhi Ibragimov!
His opponent making his way down to the red corner for this heavyweight contest, Daudgadzhi Ibragimov. Ibragimov fighting out of Dagestan. So many top fighters now we're seeing coming from Dagestan. Most famous must be Khabib Nurmagomedov, the current lightweight champion of the UFC. So many good fighters following behind him, and here we have Ibragimov, record of 3 wins, 1 defeat and 1 draw. We saw him with that fast rear naked choke win. That was back in 2017. Will this be a striker versus grappler style contest? We know the Dagestanis are known for their wrestling, the takedowns. We've seen the submissions from Ibragimov. Now Kolosov, big TKOs, big KOs, kicks and punches. Is Ibragimov going to work, try to take him to the floor, try to look for that submission? Can he get him to the floor to get that submission? We'll soon find out as he makes his way into the red corner.
Итак, господа, за дело берутся тяжелые парни, весовая категория 93+. Это тяжелый вес. Представляем героев этой схватки. И по традиции первым спортсмен в синем углу. Ему 28 лет, рост 188 сантиметров, официальный вес 105 килограммов. Профессиональный рекорд. 8 побед, 2 поражения, 1 ничья. Он представляет клуб «Кузня», город Краснодар. В синем углу Максим Колосов. Его соперник в красном углу. Ему 29 лет, рост 176 сантиметров, официальный вес 106 килограммов ровно. Профессиональный рекорд. 3 победы, 1 поражение, 1 ничья. Он представляет Республику Дагестан, город Избербаш. В красном углу Daudgadzhi Ibragimov. Рефери поединка Армен Аманян.
Секунданты готовы? Боец готов? Секунданты, боец.
MMA Series 17 Blacksmith. This is our heavyweight super fight here between Kolosov in the blue, Ibragimov in the red. Is Kolosov going to look for a fast finish? taller, rangier and big, powerful strikes. Ibragimov, as suspected, throws the overhand, closes distance, looking for a takedown. Similar weight. Kolosov the taller of the two. Ibragimov gets the takedown, keeps the balance back to the knees and back standing up. Good work from Kolosov to defend that. Knee in the clinch from Ibragimov, who's pushing against the fence, still looking to get this takedown. Both wearing matching shorts, but Kolosov has the blue tape on his gloves. Ibragimov has the red tape. Kolosov using that underhook and his height to fight off this takedown attempt. Switching from the whizzer to trying to clinch the hands together and back to the whizzer. And that's that whizzer overhook with the left arm that he's using there. He used to try to maybe put pressure on Ibragimov and just try to make it much more difficult for him to get the takedown. Referee breaks them up for lack of action and we're back to open play. Watch for Kolosov to try to land the bombs before the distance is closed. Again, same tactic as before, overhand right. Ibragimov doesn't mind whether that lands or not. The overhand right is just to set up the shoot and the distance and get into this upper body clinch here. So now the overhook is on the other side and the underhook on the other side as the defense comes in from Kolosov, trying to keep him up high. Making the takedown attempt hard as Ibragimov tried to drop down for the leg, but the underhook you see in the clinch stopped him from being able to drop down to pick up the leg of Kolosov. Again, the referee will be looking on carefully here to see if they're working in this clinch, trying to better the position, or whether the action is stalled and he will break them back up. Now it's two underhooks for Kolosov, who's looking to knee. Using both those underhooks, so there's absolutely no way Ibragimov can drop down for the legs here. He needs to try to break, he needs to try to pummel the arms in. Instead he goes for the whizzer throw into the front headlock. He's got the arm in now. We try to work to tighten this up and pull him to the ground in that position. Kolosov will drive in, drive the shoulder in. Will he try to work? Interesting to see here. Will Ibragimov try to turn off the cage and pull him down to the floor to work this front headlock and work the submission here? Is there's a majority, a lot of submissions you can get from this position, being the Darce choke, the anaconda. From this side here, he can push his left arm through to go for the Darce, or the right arm through, go for the anaconda, or there's the guillotine with the arm in. None of those are going to come as the action is opened back up by the referee, and this time it's big punches coming in from Ibragimov, who seemed to land one, so carried on throwing more. Back into the clinch now. This is an under-over clinch. This is a better clinch here now from Ibragimov. He still needs to try to better the position though. Now he drops down. Will he go for the high crotch? Arm underneath the middle of the legs. Reach around, grab the other arm. You see Kolosov here does the split squat as he turns his hips to the side and he splits his legs apart, making it much more difficult to be taken down from that position. Using his height and the body position. Watch for him to do the same thing again, just turn his hips. So his feet are both facing the same way, you see, and he turns the hips around that way, rather than sitting into the fence where you can be taken down easily from the high crotch. Knees chopping in here now from Ibragimov. He's looking to weaken up those legs, make it easier to get the takedown. Not very long left. Maybe try to just work some damage into this position. As the dying seconds of round number one go in. So there we see the plan for both these guys in this heavyweight super fight. Maxim Kolosov looking to strike and work in with the punches and knees, but it's Daudgadzhi Ibragimov who's looking for the takedown, looking for the submission work. He was working at front headlock. We saw him just throwing the punches in just to close the distance, but as soon as he does, he clinches in and looks to try to get the takedown. Now, here we see the stats. 16 punches thrown or strikes thrown with 11 landed for Kolosov, 21 with 13 landed for Ibragimov. So Ibragimov ahead there with shots landed, and I believe with the cage control and the takedown and work into the front headlock, certainly won that first round on the card for me. If you're watching at home on the Clash TV app, I hope you're clapping for your favourite fighter and scoring these fights along with me. MMA Series 17 Blacksmith live from Anapa, Russia. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network, and here we have Ibragimov walking onto a punch by Kolosov. Now in the clinch, was a nice exchange there. Both these guys have got heavy shots. Imagine both around 105 kilogram mark. Ibragimov clears the head free, drops down for the ankle pick, gets the takedown. He's now in top position, half guard. That's what he wanted in the first round. He couldn't quite get it. Working for this top half guard position now. Watch him start to step up the strikes as Kolosov holds the back of the head. He gets the head clear and starts to drill down big punches. Passes guard easily. Good pass, nice control. In the first minute, this has been a bad start to the round for Maxim Kolosov. Shots punching in as Ibragimov looks to be looking to trap the arm. He does. Again, big punch going in. Kolosov turns to his side to get the arm free and then back to his back. Control and position here from Ibragimov, who's looking to take knee right then mount. Using a knee to pin the other arm now. Inside control. Total dominance here from Daudgadzhi Ibragimov. Edging away, dropping the elbow in. Kolosov not even looking to better his position to try and get the knees in. Stop the punch there. Can he turn to his knees? Can he pull a leg in? Needs to try to escape this position. He can't just take shots from underneath underneath side control. One-sided round so far from Ibragimov. So options here for Kolosov. He needs to turn into him. Now he's to try to get the underhook and try to get his knee and his elbow together if he's going to pull into the guard and at least get his guard back to defend. But he has got the fence there. If he can drive his legs back to get his head and shoulders to the fence, he can use the fence to walk up. Ibragimov done a good job there of getting in between the fence and his opponent. So that's going to make standing back up very difficult. Ibragimov chopping away, controlling side control. Still looking for the knee right into mount. Dominant position. I feel he won the first round, slightly edged the first round, but this is pure dominance. Solid hammer fists there. Hammer fists come in with the side of the fist where there's no padding on the glove. The padding is all on the knuckles. So solid hammer fists coming in onto the side of the head of Maxim Kolosov. Big heavyweight Ibragimov looking to get onto the mount again. Back to north-south. He's dominating as he goes round to the other side of side control. Round number 2 of 3. Heavyweight super fight here. MMA Series 17 Blacksmith from Krasnodar, Russia. Looking for that knee right again. He's going to try and sneak across to mount. At least Kolosov is doing enough to try to stop his opponent getting to the mount position as he drops the elbow into the body. Switching from side to side. There, Kolosov stands up, uses his strength, and he's back to his feet. What can he do now? 30 seconds left. Can Kolosov work to land some strikes? Will he break away from this clinch? Ibragimov driving forward, keeping close. He does not want to let Kolosov get into open space. How tired are these two heavyweights now? Both 105, 106 kilograms. Ibragimov looking to get the leg. Kolosov lying on top, putting the weight onto the back of the neck. Throwing his own strikes in now. Big heavy bombs of Maxim Kolosov. Interesting finish to a dominant round. 4 minutes of that round were all Daudgadzhi Ibragimov. But at the end, Maxim Kolosov managed to get up to his feet, lay on Ibragimov. Look, who started fast. Big bombs there, overhands. Showing that he had strikes and power in both hands, and he dominated from side control to north-south. Couldn't get the knee right in the mount. But then Kolosov gets back to his feet and lands strikes of his own. Ibragimov well ahead on points, but Kolosov showing there he's not out of this race. Here we go, MMA Series 17 Blacksmith heavyweight super fight. Kolosov in the blue, Ibragimov in the red. It was so nice there to hear crowd noise and the crowd cheering for these two fighters. As Ibragimov closed the distance again with strikes, and Kolosov is looking to put his weight onto his back and try to drain him as he goes for the takedown. Slips around the back nicely. Can he take the back now? He'll need to get the hooks in. Looking to work the head. Control from on top now from Ibragimov. Looking for that face bar. Painful position, but he didn't have the hooks to stop the hips moving and the body turn there from Kolosov, which is an ideal escape. He grabs the leg. Can he finish the takedown? Pulling the leg in again, trying to get this takedown. He'll want to spend round number 3 on top, surely, rather than underneath. Working round the back now is Ibragimov. Kolosov gave up the leg. Strikes going in again as he looks for the face bar. Now he's got a hook. Easily removed there from Kolosov. If he's going to get this face bar, he needs to again get the hooks, try to control the body roll and the movement there. Rolling for a leg lock now. Kolosov, can he get this leg lock into position? Ibragimov stuffed the leg lock and managed to get past to side control. That was a good attempt. Ibragimov shut him down, passed. Now watch him strike and work from this position. Can Kolosov get back to his feet? Controlling side control now. Daudgadzhi Ibragimov. Working the strikes. We've seen him in this position, working the elbows to the body, elbows to the head. Can Kolosov plant his feet? Now he can't, he needs to plant his feet and try to drive to the fence if he's going to use the fence to stand up. But because he's trying to stop the mount attack, using that leg up on his other leg, you see he's got his right leg up high to stop the knee ride coming. So because he's using that to stop the mount, it's stopping him from using his legs to drive him up to the fence where he needs to stand back up. Now, the problem is if he risks putting that foot down, is that going to give Ibragimov the mount position he's been looking for? And Kolosov instead sits in a position defending the mount attack, but he's not getting anywhere. For me, I think he needs to turn into him, try to drive himself towards that fence. He's getting closer and closer, just using one leg to sort of push himself back. He's close to the fence now. Can he drop his legs down and try to stand back up? Ibragimov, watch for him to turn the head away from the fence there and put himself again in between the fence and the body of Kolosov, making all that work from Kolosov for nothing. Kolosov now with both feet to the floor. Will he push himself up against the fence? Again, watch Ibragimov turning himself around, and he's just putting his body in between himself, in between Kolosov and the fence, stopping Kolosov from being able to get back to the fence to use it to stand up. So while there's maybe not loads of action going on strikes-wise, there's a definite game going on here where Ibragimov is trying to stop Kolosov from getting to the fence and standing back up. Here, controlling the position, controlling side control, throwing enough and working enough to not get stood back up by the referee. 20 seconds left as Ibragimov looks over to his corner. I'm sure they'll be shouting the time to him. Again, doing a great job of just keeping himself in between. There, Kolosov tries to turn. Is it too little too late as he gets up to his feet? Up against the fence now. Driving in, and that surely is a dominant points win there for Ibragimov in this heavyweight super fight. The stats there certainly tell a story as we hand over for the official decision.
Уважаемые поклонники смешанных боевых единоборств, по итогам 3 раундов обратимся к судейским запискам. 30-27, 30-27, 30-27. Единогласным решением судей одержал победу боец из Дагестана Daudgadzhi Ibragimov.
Unanimous points win for Daudgadzhi Ibragimov of Dagestan.
Победителю. Прошу, бойцы, на середину. Мы благодарим команду Дагестана, мы поздравляем вас, ребята, с этой победой, заслуженной. Очень непростой оказался поединок. Мы благодарим Максима Колосова за волю к победе. Вот эта награда достается, и мы, конечно, аплодисменты, уважаемые зрители. Давайте поддерживать, давайте аплодировать. Общие фото, ребят, в центр, прошу.
This heavyweight super fight, Ibragimov closed the distance using big, heavy bombs. He wanted the takedown, he wanted to control the floor. but he used a strike standing to do that. Once he got to the floor, he moved well, dominated, stopped any attack from Kolosov as he landed the huge bombs he had. One leg lock attempt there from Kolosov was probably his only chance in the fight, and it was shut down by the winner, Ibragimov.